What's the last day or so been like since you've been here?
It's been exciting. A little bit of a whirlwind, trying to meet everybody, see new faces, see familiar faces, and learn everybody's name. And you got your playbook, you got everything coming at you all at once. But it's kind of also it's fun and exciting. Just glad to be here.
How was the tornado?
Oh my God, it was wild, man. So this is kind of like the draft story for the night. Like we're about like 10 minutes before I got picked, everybody's phone's buzzing. My phone buzzed. I'm like, oh shit. And we're in a tornado warning. So everybody's phone's going off for that. So get picked and, we're upstairs, we're celebrating. And all of a sudden we hear this loud, thunder and lightning outside. And I'm like, all right, guys, we got to go downstairs now. So we all started going downstairs. My grandma doesn't walk up and downstairs very well. So we're like, all right, you need help going downstairs, Grandma? She's like, no, it's been a great night. I'm not moving. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, whatever. I'm like, Jesus. So like, it was just a hilarious, like kind of funny story from the night. And like, that was, I think I'm going to remember that for a long time. It's just like excitement and then all of a sudden chaos of a tornado and thunder and lightning and hail coming in. It was crazy.
You said downstairs into the shelter, I assume, right?
Yeah, we all went downstairs, kind of had to.
Except for Grandma. She stayed?
Grandma stayed upstairs.
You didn't carry her down, huh?
If we needed to, we would have.
Cam, in addition to learning behind Jason, Howie and Nick Sirianni mentioned that you might get some reps at right guard. I guess how was your approach to that, especially after primarily being a center at Nebraska?
Yeah, I'm a football player and I'm a soldier, so if you told me to do something, I'm going to do it. So it's kind of what I came here to play, is play football. So if they want me at guard or wherever, I'm up for it. That's kind of my mentality going into it.
And how, I guess, on the flip side of that, how are you approaching the opportunity to learn behind someone like a four-time All-Pro and Jason Kelce?
Oh, yeah. Not even just him, but everybody in that room, like Coach Stoutland, they're all great. So I feel like I just want to go in there, be a sponge, learn everything I can, and not just stuff they do on the field, but off the field, in the weight room, and in the locker room, how people act. And I think it's a really good room, and the guys I met have been awesome so far.
Is the beef jerky business coming to Philly with you?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get some jerky for the line, no doubt. That's going to be stocked up.
Any memorable moments with Stoutland so far?
They're still going to be coming. I think he's just, he's got a lot of energy, and that's kind of what I don't want to coach to sugarcoat things, or I want to know how it is, and if I'm doing something right or if I'm doing something wrong. That's kind of how I want to be coached.
Did he do anything when you had met prior, like on the chalkboard, or draw some stuff up, or ask you to? We've heard stories of him doing that before with prospects.
Yeah, we went over a lot of the offense, and he taught me it, quizzed me it, and kind of went over to see how I handle things and how I've done it in Nebraska and how they do it here and how correlates, and if I'm capable of handling how they point stuff out, because it's a lot of it's different, a lot of it's the same. So just kind of figuring out how you learn as a person.
What's meeting Jordan Davis been like?
Jason Kelce, because of your athleticism.
Say that again?
The easy comp to you, play style-wise, is Jason Kelce because of your athleticism. But are there additional players that you sort of patterned your game after as you came up?
I think I watched a lot of the guys, and I was such a big Husker fan, so I kind of watch all the positions, especially for center specifically in the NFL. Jason Kelce was a big one I watched. Mitch Morse, right? So a lot of those athletic guys, I guess, and guys that can get out and move.
What do you know about Philly and the fan base here?
They're passionate, no doubt. They love you, and if you do something wrong, they're gonna let you know, and they hold players accountable. So I want to go out there and do my best, and you can't let outside noises get to you. You got to listen to the voices within this building here. So by the end of the day, that's the kind of fan base you want to play for. Guys that are passionate and love the team and the city.
What's it been like meeting Jordan Davis, and you guys are kind of on the opposite ends of the weight spectrum for your positions? What's it going to be like being on the field with him?
No doubt, he's going to push me every day, and I can't wait to go against him every single day. It's going to be, it's going to help me a ton, and how I grow and how I handle, guys like him.
What was it like combine training with Joe Staley?
Oh, it was great. I loved working with Joe. Kind of the mentality he goes about. there's a lot of way to block someone, but at the end of the day, you got to be an athlete. You got to get your job done. He kind of, we got taught a lot of different things, but, he taught you how to win blocks, and it was a real fun experience. We had a good group of guys, and it was great to work with him and Coach Paul Alexander there.
How often do you get tornado warnings? And I'm sorry, I'm going back to the tornado. How often do you get them in Nebraska?
A lot, yeah. We're kind of southeast, kind of in that tornado alley, so we get a lot of tornado warnings.
How much do you think it's going to help you, like, being able to learn behind a guy like Kelsey instead of maybe coming into a situation and, playing right away? Do you think, like, learning from Kelsey when you do play, you'll be that much further ahead? Do you kind of see that?
I want to go in expecting that, like, I'm going to play right away. I don't want to think it's a redshirt year or something, because you never know when something's going to happen. So if I'm preparing like I'm going to play and I got someone there to watch and, critique me and show me how it's done, then, I can get prepared that much faster to be ready to play right away.
Another tornado question. Have you had any close calls with them, or have you seen any?
We've had a few go through. I live outside like a small town of 200 called Pickrell, Nebraska. We've had kind of a few go through that area. We had one take our shingles off the house, but our house is still standing. But yeah, I feel like a meteorologist up here today, guys. This is great.
We don't get them here, so we're fascinated.
Yeah, well, when I was in California, I got a tsunami warning. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Two more guys. Your ability to get downfield, is that something they utilize at Nebraska because of your athletic ability, or they always had that in offense with the center out pulling one of a play?
I think we used it a lot more when I was in there, because I was able to do a lot of, different stuff, especially in like our pass game. We did a lot where, I pulled to the edge and protect the outside, so I was able to get out there quick, and we were able to do a lot of stuff with that, make a lot of different passing schemes and blocking schemes. So I think it was very beneficial for, me to get out and move and, pull. So we did a lot of it, and I think that's kind of helped prepare me to be in an offense like this.
When Stout talks about Jason Kelsey a lot, he talks about the mental part of the game, his ability to call protections and things like that. Obviously, you haven't had a ton of time with him, but how much does he express that, and how important that is to play your position?
Yeah, that's super important. That's something people on TV don't see. And it's not just knowing what you're doing, but having those repetitions and being able to feel it and see it. If the D lineman's not in the gap they should be, because like what we're lining up in offense, so you think there's a stunt coming. That's just like little things you can pick up, depending, looking at a guy's stance, where you think he's going to go. And I think a lot of that kind of you build it over time, but being able to see those cues and as I learn from him and figure that out, like it's going to, the game starts to slow down.